Hi, welcome folks. We're here tonight. We got a good one going on. Qualifying underway, about to come to a close. That's right, Monza here tonight. And, well, looks like old Arch is going to be the man putting it on pole so far. So, anybody else is going to bring it up, but we're going to bring up old Andy up here. Bring him up. Hey, Arch, join the booth. You got a copy. Arch, join the booth. You got a copy. Hey.
Wrong guy.
Wrong guy. Ain't Andy? Who we need? Who do I need?
You need bio green.
Ah, I got you. Appreciate it, man.
Yep, you're good.
Talk good for me, Andy?
Arch, join the booth. Got a copy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, I pulled up the wrong person, man. But hey, I tell you what, you got it on pole tonight, man. How you feeling about this track?
Pretty familiar with it. I played it on a lot of different sims, so just try to stay mistake-free and run a clean race. Try to stay up front.
You know, you won the first race here the season, man. You've had a pretty good up and down season so far, and you know, right now you're not sitting that far out, but you're sitting third in the points. What's your game plan kind of going into this race here tonight? With after tonight with 2 races left.
Honestly, I need to start going after the halfway point more. It's important to get those points, and I haven't been really prioritizing the halfway as much. So we're going to try to get some halfways here and try to get the points back up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Good luck out there tonight, man, Arch.
I appreciate it.
There you go. I'm going to kick you out. I'm going to bring you back down there, all right?
All right.
It does that, folks. But either way, man, here we go. There, you heard it, man. Arch is ready tonight. And, just to give you a little update before we go, you see the qualifying order right there. Greg Cowan obviously out front leading this one. If we calculate in the drop week as of right now, the points is looking like 175 for Greg. Chase sitting second at 168, and Josh sitting right there in third at 160. So, not bad. Get set to go. Green flag here tonight. Monza, man. I like Monza. Good track. It's got a little technicalness to it. So, not too bad. But it's got some long straightaways. Long straightaways. Here we go. Racing in. Who's going to win this one, man? I'll tell you what, last week what a thriller it was. Cowan got back into victory lane. Everybody made it pretty good through that first part there. Arch out front. Man, look at old Nathan Briggs, man, up to second. Briggs, I'm going to tell you what, he's not out of this one, but he has definitely had an up and down season so far. And I ain't saying a word. He's still in third, though. Pierce up to second. Miller's in the grass, in the back. Miller, what are you doing? He's mowing. He's around. Miller's spinning. Miller's drinking. What in the world? Good grief. There's Cooper, man, right there in Floyd's machine. Meanwhile, look at this mess. Boy, I tell you what, you got Pearson second, Nathan in third. Hensley up there in fourth with Cowan back in fifth. The Cowan Obviously, Briggs still on the track, man. I tell you, Briggs getting happy all over the place. Oh, folks, boy, what a race. Arch right now looking to try to win this thing. Case right there in second. Case would like to win number 3 of the season, or actually 2 of the season. What's up, Ronnie? How you doing, man? Are you here? Yeah. Miller's already spinning. Here comes Briggs on that back tailpipe, trying to smoke that thing, man. It appears you can get a good draft at this track. Hensley's gonna dive bomber inside. No, he thought better of that. Cowan right there still sitting in 4th. He's just back here humming and looking. Meanwhile, Arch, he says he's familiar with this track, and tonight there ain't nobody beating him. He's looking strong. Meanwhile, it's a battle. Briggs right here on the back bumper. No bumper, but he's back on the back motor anyways. Pierce. Oh, look, contact. Greg got a little bit of wiggly on him. Greg got some contact on him. Cowan. Hensley back here. Hensley has actually improved a little bit. Give Hensley credit. Got that Viagra car, man. He's looking rock hard out here. Briggs hanging strong here tonight. He needs a good finish. I'm going to tell you what, Briggs needs something, man, that's going to really bounce back. Right now, Cowan's struggling a little bit. Not quite sure why. Maybe this track is just, at those long straightaways, he's better than those little technical style tracks. All right, we're going to Spa next week, folks. Woohoo! Love Spa. Briggs off the track again. On the track there, man. Meanwhile, Pierce, he's holding on to second. Look at that draft. I mean, look at that. He just gets right there. Here it comes. Cowan on the inside. He bumps him a little bit. Goes wide on the outside. Woo! Way to the outside. Is he going to be able to get him? Not going to happen. Cowan's got to fall back in line. Briggs hangs on the 3rd. Cowan right now. What happened? Old Cooper got a penalty. Uh-oh, Miller back here. But are we watching this battle? Here comes Hensley. Where'd he come from? Y'all done let Brett Hensley get up here, man, and beat y'all. Holy cow. The quiet one has got up here. Pierce right now. I'm going to tell you what, the draft is going to play a factor here tonight. Those straightaways are going to be huge. Huge. Right now, you see, man, Hensley up to second. Arch, man, out front leading this one by a big margin. Another key thing is they cannot make it. Well, they can't make it a halfway, which they can't make it a halfway on fuel. They will have to pit before halfway. Well, let me how I'm going to rip it. All right. Halfway is lap in the bottom of 15. They can't go 7 laps and split it. They're going to have to pit before the 7-lap mark. Unless you're Arch. Probably lean it out and save some fuel. Meanwhile, Pierce right now in 3rd. Briggs holding strong there in 4th, and Cowan could be maybe his worst finish of the night if he finishes in 5th. Woo! Here goes Cowan, though. He's chewing the back tailpipe up on Briggs. Cowan's just riding. And I think what it is I think Cowan knows the big picture's a championship. He just has to finish these races. The problem is he can't let Pierce get to halfway. Pierce got, pole tonight, which didn't get pole, my bad. He didn't get pole. Need a lap either. Yeah. Cowan takes over that second spot. You can just see right there just how much that draft played a factor. And, woo, uh-oh. Hensley in the wall. Well, got excited for him there, and then all of a sudden, bam, he nailed it. Here comes old Miller time. And Cooper. Arch out front, though, leading this one. Pierce right behind him. Briggs. Briggs still, actually, Pierce is in second. Briggs right there third. Calvin up to fourth. Solid battle happening between these two. How you been doing, Ron? Calvin got a little bit off the track right there. Calvin right now sitting in fourth. Briggs holding on to the third place spot. You got Pierce up in second. Oh! Whoa! Into the wall hard! Nathan Briggs. I mean, he smacked the whole side of that car off. Ouch. Here comes Hensley. Gotta take the spot away from him. Oh man, that was a hard lick. Real hard lick. Calvin up to third, Pierce there in second. 9 seconds back from Arch though. What's he got to do to run him down? Arch make a mistake, that's pretty much it. There, Cooper. Miller. Old Briggs, he's got to serve that penalty, fortunately. They're right in front of him. Gowan. Pierce. Right on board here, Pierce. On board with him, shaking his dentures out. They're in second place right now. Hang on to it. File up front, Arch. Boy, it's just, as he loves this track. It's a good track, Monza. Really good track. Put it down to 8.1 seconds. Now they said they couldn't go 7 laps, so we'll see. Might look like Arch might be leaning it out a little bit. Last lap was 1:59.7. He ran a seconds. Might be leaning it out. 2:01. Pierce ain't leaning it out, I'll tell you that much. Everybody's in the 2-second mark, except for Pierce. See what happens. He has stayed consistent the last 2 laps. Picked it up. Still 7-second gap though. The big one. Here's what it's going to be when they cross the line. Cowan back at third. Night for him. Oh, Hensley there. Briggs, Miller, Cooper. Out front, yep, he's got to come in pits. Hey, we're able to make it in Pierce. Oh, okay. They're still not bad. Oh, you see that thing get slick coming out of the turn. Ow. Chewing up that left rear. And awful slick. Get it. All right, Arch on pit road. We're 1 lap short. Pierce is going to lead a lap. Pierce ain't going to be 1 lap short. Okay. All right. Pierce leading right now. Calvin's in the second. Arch got his pit stop. Oh, he's going to be able to take it to the halfway. We'll see. A little race so far. Technical race set. Got a 7-second lead here over Calvin. Arch actually out here. Got fuel and tires. Briggs is yet to pit. They were able to make it. The 7-lap mark. All right. All right, on pit road. Leader. Bring in Greg shouldn't come in this time. There's no way he's going for it. Wow. I think Greg might have messed up. Well, he's going to have to save a massive amount. He does have a 16-second lead. Be interesting if he can make it all the way. A long way around this track here, folks. You don't want to run out of fuel. But if he can make this work, then that means he can go all the way to the halfway mark. Give up being 12 seconds on this track. I have to worry about it. Fuel mode right here. Might be the game plan for the end of the race. Gonna make it. Wow, talk about fuel saving. Hey, Cowan. He didn't have a 17-second lead, though. Still, look at that. He's going to be good in good shape here. Going to the halfway mark. Going to hand the lead back over here to Arch. Wow. He went 8 laps on fuel. That's impressive. That means the second half, somebody's going to have to look at that and go, okay. Wow. Comes across the line. Clocks in at 2:30. He's still with a 15-second lead. Ended that thing. I think Archstow's going to have to pit. Unless he saves a little fuel. Hey, Ronnie. I think if Arch, I mean, he could give up time. He's 17 seconds. So he definitely could save. He'll have to save almost about a lap and a half at least. What he needs. Cowan back out. Lost. Back to third. Good. He's in good shape. Cowan is. Real good shape. Hensley having a stellar night tonight here in fourth. Briggs back in fifth. Miller there in sixth. Cooper. Arch. Pierce up here in the second place spot. Cowan not far back off old Pierce. He actually could catch him. He's extended a little bit too. About 19. I think Pierce might be saving. Yeah, here's what I'm looking at too. With that gap, Arch, he's short on fuel to make it, I think, to the halfway. I mean, we saw Cowan go 8 laps, but I think he was saving fuel. Arch would have to say something, which right now he's running 159s to 204s. Pierce is saving. I think Pierce knows that maybe Arch is going to have to pit. Going to the bottom of 15. Bottom of 15, so 5 more laps. See 5 more laps. You can see Pierce is sitting at 3/4. Arch is not. He's past halfway. Arch's going to have to pit again. He ain't making it. Arch is going to have to pit, and I don't think he's going to get that halfway. I think Pierce is that's what he's gunning for. I see Cowan closing a little bit, but I think, whoa, hang on to that, Pierce. But I think it's due to the fact I think Pierce now is in a fuel-saving mode, and so is Cowan. Now, actually, Cowan doesn't really have to be too much in a fuel-saving mode. Cowan could push this a little bit and maybe take this halfway. So between these two, I'm going to say Arch has got to pit. If he doesn't, it's a heck of a fuel saving. But he's extending that lead. It doesn't look like he's giving up any. Pierce, I think, is going to have to save at least maybe half a lap here. The problem is he's only 2 seconds ahead here of Cowan, who Cowan doesn't have to save any. Which, you see that the fuel meter? Watch that fuel meter between them. It goes up slightly between the two. Cowan's goes up. Not much difference between them. Cowan's coming. That. I'm gonna say if Cowan gets the win and the halfway tonight, it's gonna be hard pressed for anybody to catch him in points. He already has an 8-point lead over Pierce. I mean, he would just have to have a terrible race. Not a lot Pierce can do here. Push the envelope a little bit. Pace him some. Yep, Arch is in. Okay, so this is the race here. This is going to be the race for halfway. Now it all depends on how much fuel Arch puts in. He can come in, flash and go. He doesn't have to fill it all the way. Remember with that 20-some second lead? You drop and go now. Oh, this is going to be close. They got around him. Chase around him. Oh, boy. I don't know now. Okay. All right, so. See, now. Well, I didn't think about that. But he had a 20-some second lead coming in on that pits. He didn't have to fill up all the way with fuel, so he didn't have to take the whole amount of fuel. And what that's done is got him right there behind Pierce. The thing about it is, he could just go all out. So Arch might be back in this again. I don't know if Chase is going to pit again. What Chase needs to happen now is he needs Arch to get up here and take that lead away from Cowan, which I think he will. I'm going to retract what I was saying before. That was a masterful pit stop because he didn't have to fill up all the way. And now, Arch is wide open. Cowan doesn't have to pit. The problem is his tires are a little bit worn. Those there of Arch. Pretty much going to be a race from here. Pierce off the track. Hensley still having a good run here back and forth with Briggs. Penalty though. A little damage on the back end. Here Miller time. Miller. Cooper. For the new guy here. We're watching this battle here because I got a feeling. I think Arch can get him. Update this lap here. Down to 1.8 seconds. Arch has got to go. Cowan has been on his game all season long. And he had, 3 wins in a row? Or he got 4 wins this season. Arch has a win to his name. There. Now, by no means Cowan is as out of it. What's the word I'm looking for? No means Cowan right now is, they can catch him. Now Arch is going to have a little bit of help because he's 15 points back. It's going to be a long shot for him. How much protection does Cowan do here? I mean, Arch with his newer tires Probably can make short work of him. There you go. Josh Arch. Bit of lead. Cowan right behind him. I said these two guys were the most improved. They were going to win some races. This season they have came out, man, with all 8 shooters a banging. Cowan falls back. Pierce right along with him. Briggs back up to 4th with Hensley there in 5th. Miller back in 6th and Cooper holding the 7th. Josh Arch. A couple more laps to go. We get to halfway. Now we've seen what the pit strategy is all about here. Arch made it work with the two stop. But I think what really helped him was he had that 20-some second lead. But that's what we're going to have to do. You're going to have almost anywhere between an 18 to 20-some second lead if you're going to make this 2-stop work. If it wasn't for that lead, I think you'd see Greg Cowan be out front for the halfway. That's by going off of how the strategy is. I think Cowan might be on the safest strategy. Arch is on a really good strategy. Pierce, he's going to have to game plan here. Pierce is going to be like, okay, look, I saved too much of that fuel. I'm having to save too much here. It's costing me here late. Briggs just wants to win. Got to win too, by the way. Grass. Hensley there, 5th. They're 4th place. Quite sure, man, it appears it's going to try to push. Get back around Cowan here. Time right here. Come around, they're going to have to go in the pits this time. Gas saved enough to make it. Pierce is there. He's on the back bumper of it. Ain't got no bumper, he's on the back tailpipe. There goes Pierce for the lead. Well, not a lead, for 2nd place. Got happy for a minute. Sorry, Arch. This is what Pierce needs to do, maximize points. That one's not done. Pierce gets a little wide. Draft play a factor on this one. Go around a long sweeping turn. Look out. Good draft. Pierce is out of fuel. The last turn. Chase ran out of fuel, so now he knows how long he can go. Last turn, ran her out of fuel. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. It's really going to be interesting the second half of this race. They ran out of fuel. Hensley up to fourth. Briggs to fifth. Miller sixth. How far is the pits from, as you come around the turn, last turn is right there. All right, here we go. All right. Arch out front. Gowan. Pierce. I get the frustration with fuel mileage races. I mean, it happens in real racing. I can hear some of the grumbling. You know, some drivers, man, just like it. Oh, we just need to be able to run wide open all the time. Hey, it happens in NASCAR. It happens in road racing. Some tracks, dumb fuel mileage races, and you have to play the fuel game. Unfortunately, tonight's going to be one of those races where I don't think speed is going to win the race. It's going to be over against that last pit stop and that strategy. It happens. It's racing. Some races, man, you're just out there, man. Whoever the fastest guy wins. Some it's dive boom. There you go. All right. We'll see what happens between Gowan and all. Pierce is not far off as far as strategy goes. But green flag back. Pierce right now with him. I mean, Pierce is not far off with the strategy here. Oh, hang on to it, Miller. Where you going, Miller? Oh, Miller around with, oh, Hensley gets turned. They're in the grass. They're playing bumper cars. They're sliding and banging. Woo! Oh man, Hensley and Miller back here. I don't know what Miller and Hensley doing. They back here playing bumper cars. They back here having a field day with each other. Oh Lord. Oh my. Now, you know, we're sitting here talking about fuel mileage and strategy. Arch had a good strategy on that last one. He did a two-stop strategy, but he had to have that distance in order to be able to do that. Yeah, I know it's funny. Those two guys are funny. If you don't have that distance, This two strategy is not going to work. So I think what Cowan needs to do is balance between saving a little bit and keeping that lead right there near Arch. Because without that big 20-second, 20-second difference, then Arch's game plan is not going to work on the pit stop. You got Chase right here in third. Chase holding up pretty good there in third. I see what kind of Chase can do. He's trying to see if he can maintain back a little bit what Cowan did. Save a little bit and then go. Kind of maybe see. This time Cowan's kind of keeping that distance a little bit closer. And I think he can afford to. Arch though, he's got this track figured out. Floyd, not Cooper, my bad, it's Cooper. That's the new guy, Cooper, here too, by the way. Coming up here having himself, man, some fun. Up here racing. Miller out here having a field day tonight. Him and Hensley, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe, I don't know. Look, I don't know if Miller's trying to give Hensley a Miller or Hensley's trying to give Miller some Viagra. I have no clue. Either way, hey, they trying to have a party. That's all I know. Pierce back third. Cowan, I'm noticing he is keeping a little bit of a distance here. Maybe Cowan's thinking about a two-stop this time. But in order for that two-stop to work, I'm still going to go off of, they're going to need, I mean, Pierce could still be sitting in a good spot here. Because those guys in front are still going to need, I will say at the minimum, we saw Arch come out of pit road, and he was behind those two. He was right there near them. Cowan's on pit road, okay. Early. I'm not quite sure on the pit strategy here with Cowan. Because now he's back 8 seconds. Think about this one for a second. You know, the top two have got to come in. Calvin's going to take the lead. Probably going to be out front by at least 6-7 seconds. He's going to pit again. Calvin might have something right here. He might be on something. Arch is back out to that 14-second lead again. I don't know. I think Arch with the big lead is what he needs. I heard Pierce say, "I'm a race driver, not a mathematician." That's why professional drivers have crewmen. You ever heard? You see them on the NASCAR. They got the calculators out there calculating, and they're relaying that to the driver, saying, "Hey, look, you need to save me a half lap of fuel." That's why they do it. Those guys are the mathematicians. Usually the drivers aren't. They're the ones screaming in the mic, "Hey, what I got to do? Can I come in the pits or not?" "No, you can't come into the pits until lap so-and-so." "I ain't going to make it. Better find a way." Especially the conversation over the mic. You better find a way. Right now, Arch has been able to find a way. He's right there. He's got 16 seconds. I'm going to say he's right there at that limit between him and Pierce, where he's back to where he was the first half of the race on that two pit stop cycle. It worked. It's probably going to work tonight. Miller said he's coming in eating ice cream. Miller better eat something more than ice cream. He better eat some like jetpack fuel or something. Cowan back. Not only is Cowan, he's 5 seconds behind Pierce. He's 16, so he's over 20 seconds back. I don't see. I don't see. I think Arch is right on the right setup again. One of these fuel mileage races here. The Arch's night. Get win number 2 here. Hooper out there running in the 5th place spot with Miller. I have not got a chance to see it yet. No. You know what? You might remind me. I might watch it tonight. I ain't got nothing to, if I don't fall asleep in the chair. That's my problem, is I usually fall asleep in the dang chair. No, I'm old. Arch right now with a big lead. I say he probably will come in next time by. The next time more than that. I don't know if he'll go another lap or not. 22 would put him 8 laps. He went 6 last time. He went 6 and 6. Put him about on the same pit strategy he had last time. Okay, he might come in this time. Pierce is going to stay out a lap extra. Oh, okay. I'll watch it before next week there, Ron. How's that? I'll watch it. I'll have to check it out. I've heard about it. I love the Ford versus Ferrari movie. I love that one. That one was cool. I watched even that one movie with the talked about, actually, the Gran Turismo movie. There's actually a movie about the one championship, the driver that actually went from Gran Turismo to getting a real ride in a real car. I forgot the name of the movie, but it was here recently. It was only a couple years ago. It was about a kid who actually competed in one of the Gran Turismo tournaments, and he won a chance to drive in a real race car. And he's still racing to this day. It was based off of, I think, the story of a kid back in 2010, I believe it was, or something like that, or 08, 09, somewhere in that area. Something. I'd have to look it up. Interesting read there. Yeah. Interesting. Well, Arch is on pit road this time. This puts him on the same pit cycle he was going before here. Case is going to go one more time around what he did last time. Arch is definitely going to have to fuel this thing up, and it takes so long to fuel the car. Cowan goes around. Case might come in this time. Comes in this time. Or they start at lap 16. Seven laps. That's ooh. Close. don't think Pierce can make it 2 more laps around here. Cowan can make it 2 more laps. He does. He can make it on 1 more lap. Arch is going to make it 1 more time. Pierce might be the one that's going to be in trouble here. Actually, Arch is coming on pit road again. Arch is going for that 2 stop. I don't think Cowan is. Well, yeah, Cowan's going to have to come in again. When he comes in, it's going to be the question. Only 13 ahead, though, of Arch. See, that's the crucial. That's crucial. Because Arch will not have to fuel the car up. So he does not have to take a fuel pit stop. And that's the key factor right there. Only a 12-second gap between them. I don't know. Pierce is going 1 more time around the track. Okay, so this will help Pierce out here. But when he does pit, he's going to be able to make it all the way. Cowan's probably going to do 2 times more. Definitely going to make it all the way. Pierce will be able to make it all the way with 1. Arch will make it all the way. The thing about Arch is going to have such a big lead. He needs that 20-second lead again. Now, Cowan's not going to have to worry about saving fuel when he pits. So he'll be able to go. And Pierce shouldn't have to worry about saving fuel. Make it and run out. Close. That car is going to be spitting and sputtering coming around the last turn. Around. What happened to Hensley? I didn't see Hensley leave. What happened to Hensley? I'm curious here. Woo. Pierce is gonna make it. That thing's got to be on fumes. It runs out right here. Out of fuel coming on pit road. Wow. I guess Brett did fly off track. I didn't see him leave. Cowan and them both on pit road. You're going to see Arch is going to go right by him. So the key right here is how far out Arch is to these guys. Remember, they got to fill these up all the way. There is no quarter away. Or Arch, even when he pits, he doesn't have to fill it up all the way. Yeah, see, and he's back to that 20-second gap. Yeah, Arch is right there where he needs to be. Pierce and Cowan need to go. Go. Yeah, he's got a good lead. If they can maybe get that back down to 20, Pierce can. I don't think Pierce really has to save fuel. He can make it 6 laps. Cowan can make it 6 laps. I don't know why Cowan came on pit road with Pierce. He wanted to make it more time around the track. "24 seconds. What that tells me, though, that's just not going to put them far enough ahead. It's going to come down to the halfway again. Arch is only going to be about a second and a half behind on new tires. And he's going to be able to just run that car as hard as he wants. Miller got a penalty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cooper's along with him there. Arch is extending that lead. Pierce doesn't really need to save fuel. Greg's on the same fuel strategy he is. They need to go. Battle's heating up for a second, though. Oh, Miller, he's got that 1.5 second penalty he's got to do. He's trying to give up that 4th place spot. Cowan and Pierce. I'll say in the next 2 laps you see him come on pit road. Now what he doesn't want to happen, Arch doesn't. 22nd lead, he's in great shape. What he doesn't want to happen is go too long and then run out of time. But Pierce and him are going to pass it. How far out are they going to be in front of him? Seconds. We're at a 158. 158. Cowan's running. They shouldn't be in fuel save mode. I don't know why if they are. All right, let's see. 27 seconds. Wow. So I see what Arch's plan is. Get as far out as he can. Yeah, get as far out as he can. Arch, is he going to pit this time? Or he's going to go one more time? If I'm him, I'm probably pitting this time. I'm going to pit now. Give him 4 tires. And pretty much he's only going to have to put 3/4 of fuel in it. And he's on pit road. Let's watch. Over a minute to fill it up and fuel. There's a possibility he still could be in the lead when he comes out. 4 tires fuel, filling it up now. There's now coming around. Wow. Yeah, they don't get by him. Oh, man. What a pit stop by Arch. Beautiful. Oh, it's go time now. I mean, Arch, nothing to lose. Gotta go. I mean, with all that, I don't know. Cowan could get up here. I don't know. Arch has been on the game plan tonight. Yeah, I think he's going to look to extend this lead. All pedal to the metal. If I'm Cowan and Pierce, if I run out of gas on the last turn, last lap, so be it. Because they got to go, because right now Arch is going to do nothing but just walk away from them. That's what he's doing. Gone. Cowan's there with him. You got Cowan right now. I don't know. Yeah, just walking. I don't know why Pierce is in saving mode right now. Not quite sure. Ooh, right there, man. Cowan. That's been a good one. Does Arch put it in win number 2 this season? He hang on to it. Everything has went right for him tonight. Cowan right there sitting in second. Good points night for him so far with Pierce in third. Miller has just been Miller. Miller has had an up and down night. Cooper back here. He's still rumbling. Here in the 5th place spot. Oh, Cooper. Tough night, man, for old Briggs, man, and Hensley. Arch right now. Got a 3-second. I mean, what in the world's he got in that thing? A rocket ship, man. Gosh, Arch tonight. Big Cowan there along with him. Trying to extend the lead well over Pierce. Right there in third. More laps to go here. Monza. This is a fun track too. Really fast style track. It has a couple technical turns to it. Basically turn 1. Got a lot of sweeping turns here. Miller, man, right there in 4th. Cooper holding on there in the 5th. Pierce in 3rd. Cowan still there in 2nd. Losing ground. I mean, Arch has got this place figured out. I mean, he's on another level tonight. Very nice. Yeah, Miller time. Come around the line here. There'll be one more lap to go. More time. Arch is here. Got Cowan right there in second. Pierce, third. Miller. Cooper. It's been Arch all night long, and he's coming out of the last turn. I mean, for the final lap here for him. 5-second lead, unless he just messes up, wrecks, or blows up, and Chase is running down Cowan. Chase has got a shot man here to get Cowan. Knows he's got enough fuel. Yeah, Arch is pretty much, he'd have to make a huge mistake. I mean, a huge one. Pierce on it, and Pierce run down Cowan. Oh, he's fast. Pierce coming. Be a battle heating up here for second. Good little points night, maybe. That one's right there. Start feeling the pressure, man, coming. Coming up on Cooper. Those things are blinking. It don't matter. Run out of fuel, we run out of fuel. Final turn, final time. Oh, man. Pierce is there. Arch is going to win it tonight. Pierce out of that final turn. Making one last dash effort to maybe get him. He goes wide. The drag race to the line. Arch wins. Pierce tried it, but wasn't able to get to him. But man, what a race. Josh Arch dominating here tonight. Wow. What a finish and what a race, folks. Josh, you ain't the booth guy got me.
Yeah, I'm here.
Josh,
can you hear me?
Oh, hang on a minute. Josh, hang on.
I'm here.
All right, Josh, now you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I had to turn my head so I don't.
Okay, cool.
Well, man, I tell you what, you had the pitch strategy out there. And, you know, I was looking at it, looks like you had that two-stop strategy down. The one thing I noticed is you also had to make sure that you had that distance and that gap just right too, in order to make that work.
Yeah,
But,
you're right.
I mean, but man, what a show tonight, man, to get this victory.
Yeah, you have to try some tricks with some of these guys, like Greg and Chase are so fast, and I just figured out lay the hammer down and just drive it hard, and hopefully the pit strategy will work out. And good thing I was able to keep that distance.
Yeah, you know, and I saw that, and I was talking about that a lot. I said, in order for that, I figured that was the strategy you're going for in the second half. You just had to have that right distance, and you did. I mean, you definitely had everything planned out perfect tonight. And hey, you said it before the race. You know this track and know it well, and look good. But I mean, was there any time in it there you was kind of concerned on that strategy?
Yeah, at the beginning, but once I saw that everybody was kind of trying to save a little bit, to one stop it or two stop it, then I was hoping nobody was gonna pick up on my strategy the second half of the race, but luckily it worked out for me.
You know, they talk about, sometimes guys talk about, man, I want the fastest driver to win. So, hey, a lot of times races come down to pitch strategies, and you have to be a little bit scientific about it. But you got it tonight, man. You had the
Yes,
speed
sir. Yes,
and
sir.
that. Got the win. You got anybody want to thank?
Just the guys for clean racing and for getting together and racing like we do. It's a lot of fun and make good friends doing that. So I can't thank those guys enough. Taking the time out of their day during the week. Yeah, it's awesome.
It is. Hey, man, look, and I've always said before, man, maybe you do need to change your name to Ark, man, because you're like lightning out there tonight.
Yeah, we might have to think about that.
There you go, man. Again, congratulations on that win there, Arch.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, there he goes, bull. Folks, man, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a good one there, Arch, man. Put the win tonight. We're going to go ahead out of here. Everyone.